Today we are diving into the wild, unpredictable world of TF2 matches to talk about something we all know too well, the types of players we meet in every single game. Whether you have 20 hours in game or 2,000, you've definitely run into each of these characters. And if you think you haven't, well, there's a good chance one of these is actually you. Let's jump right into the 7 types of players you meet in every Team Fortress 2 match. First up, we got the WM1 Pyro. This guy knows one thing and one thing only. Forward is the only direction and fire is the only answer. No subtlety, no finesse, just an unquenchable thirst for flames. He'll charge straight into battle, completely oblivious to whatever else is going on. But hey, sometimes blind enthusiasm is the only thing you need, right? These pyros think W and M1 are the only keys on their keyboard and mouse. I think if I hold down the buttons harder, we'll win.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Next, we have the Hat Enthusiast. You know who I'm talking about. This player has more hats than they have hours in the game. You can tell their entire net worth just by looking at them. The cosmetics are worth more than your car and they know it. It's not just enough to win the game, you gotta look good doing it too. They might not know the best sentry spot, but they sure know how to put together a good cosmetic loadout. And you know what? That takes a kind of skill too. Yes, the friendly heavy. This player refuses to fight. Instead, they offer sandwiches, peace, and a little bit of confusion. Their dream is that everyone puts down their weapons and embraces the spirit of friendship. And for about 5 seconds it works, but someone has to ruin the fun eventually. Despite all the backstabs, the friendly heavy never gives up hope. Either way, it's kinda heartwarming until they get stabbed again. While everyone is focused on winning, they're focused on vibes. The only objective they care about is spreading good feelings and hitting their Benjamin. Sometimes you gotta wonder if you're even playing a first-person shooter with this guy. But hey, in the world of chaos, we could all use a little bit more peace, or at least a sandwich. Now let's move on to the Obsessive Spy main. You know the type, always lurking in the shadows, waiting for that perfect backstab. They love the thrill of sneaking behind enemy lines, and if they can pick off the medic, they feel like they've won the match regardless of the objective. This spy main's all about one flashy play. You'll find them crouched in a corner, cloaked and waiting while the payload rolls backwards, and sometimes they spend more time practicing their trick stabs than actually contributing. You've got to admire their dedication though, even if it doesn't help. They look cool while doing it, and who can't appreciate a good chain stab? We can't forget about the medic who's lost faith in the team. They start off the match with the best intentions, healing teammates, building up ubercharge, feeling like the backbone of the team. They're ready to be the hero everyone needs, but in the end, they're a hollow shell of their former self, desperately chasing injured teammates into enemy fire. TF2 is full of moments that test a medic's patience, whether it's watching your pocket run straight into a sentry nest or seeing your painstakingly charged Uber wasted. It's a constant struggle between hope and heartbreak. But don't worry, they'll be back next round ready to go through it all again, because the true essence of a medic is hope. Next up, we have the engineer who thinks he's a genius. You know this, NG. They insist on putting their sentry in the most bizarre, completely unconventional spots imaginable. In some random spot behind enemy lines or in a tiny area that nobody goes to. It's not just a sentry spot, it's a statement. They're convinced they found the ultimate hidden strategy to turn the tide of the game. Sure, nobody expects it, mostly because it's ineffective. You got to admire the creativity here though. Somewhere in their mind there's a vision of the perfect spot, one that nobody will ever expect, yet somehow dominates the enemy team. They're determined to find it, and I'm here for it. And finally, we have the hyper-competitive scout. This guy thinks every match is a high-stakes tournament. He's out there bunny hopping, strafing, and smack talking like there's a massive cash prize on the line here. This scout's energy comes from 2 things, caffeine and pure determination. He'll celebrate a single kill with more intensity than an Uber charge. Sure, he might get himself killed more often than not, but you can't deny he keeps the game interesting. If the team is struggling, he's quick to point fingers, usually at everyone but himself. Whether he's trash talking in chat or just sprinting into enemy lines with no backup plan, this scout keeps things lively, and sometimes that's exactly what the team needs. And there you have it, the 7 types of players you will meet in Team Fortress 2. So which one are you? Are you the hat-wearing Phoenicia, the unbreakable friendly heavy, or maybe the sneaky spy main? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more TF2 content.